resting is a forgotten art. Now, when you look at modern day life, regardless of what you're doing, studying, job, it really doesn't matter. Most people are very tired as far as their mind goes. And there's a lot of burning out and a lot of anxiety and a lot of lack of sleep, all problems that are of the mind. So it's not the body that is tired, it is the mind that is tired. And beginning there, I do believe that's the first problem why nowadays most people don't know how to rest. Because let's say I tell someone or someone is feeling all of this and you feel the bags under your eyes are becoming darker and darker. You're mentally tired, there's a lot of fog, you sleep not that good. You go online, you'll be told to, go outside for a walk, meditate, do mindful things. And of course, those are good things. But for someone that has their mind very tired and is always in their mind, that will not work. Because you go on a walk, and if you're someone that's always overthinking, for a lot of people, you're going to overthink even more because it's just you and your thoughts for 1 hour, 2 hours. It's not good. You try to meditate very quickly, you're just going to resort or go back to your mind into the mental dialogue once more. And what we have to understand here, and something I do believe people neglect, is that very rarely are the mind and the body tired at the same time. So someone in this example of modern life that your mind is tired, your body is not. Your body is craving, is calling for some movement, for some tiredness. And in here, I do believe we find the solution. And that is that when your mind is tired, you have your body to go ahead and tire. You have to tire your body in the right way because that is the only way that you're going to allow the mind itself to take a step back and really allow itself to quiet down and not do anything. Because resting fundamentally is a process of not doing anything, is a process of passivity. But if you're trying to do that and then the mind is always active, well, it's not going to work. If you're just forcing yourself, sit down and rest the mind, it's not going to work. Now, before I tell what I believe it's the proper solution here, one could be led right away, and I think this is, again, a great problem that we have, is that we try to find optimal ways to do this. And a lot of the exercise you see people do nowadays is go to the gym or to a Pilates class or things like this that is like it's from this time to that time, relatively short and ultra optimized. So you squeeze the juice, every little piece of effort and time you are there, it is to maximize it fully. And then you look at these things, and a lot of times you are with your headphones on, alone, again, in your mind. You spend more time when you're at the gym in your mind, in your thoughts, than you actually do lifting weight because you have to rest and all these things. And so I think here we get to what we have to do. And that the missing piece to all of this, and something that we keep losing more and more, unfortunately, and that is good social interaction with people you love, your friends, your family, your partner, it doesn't matter who, but that is the missing key here. It is to, if your mind is tired, to you have to go and tire your body with the people that you love and that you can be yourself. Because only when you are like in that state with those people that you are being yourself and you're not thinking about is what I'm gonna say cool or not? Oh, is this joke too offensive or not? Only when those sort of chains are removed are you free to be yourself. And when you are being yourself and you are with your friends, and then add to that that if you are tiring your body, let's say you go to the beach and you guys go swim and run around, play football, whatever it may be, by the end of that day, your body is very tired. And with the sun, with the water, all these things, you as soon as you get to bed, you pass out. But your mind is rested. And you wake up the next day, yeah, you're feeling sore and your body is tired, but your mind is ready. Those days, you sit down, you can work focused, at least in my experience, for 5 or more hours in a row because you allowed it to rest properly. Because all those hours that you are with your friends and just having fun, essentially, your mind wasn't active in that way. It was the best version of autopilot one can find. That is you being yourself, not overthinking, not really using that brain power that a lot of times we do overuse. Now, again, I do understand, one of the hard parts about this is that modern life leads us to have less and less friends and less contact with family. And a lot of people, perhaps your case, and that's why I understand it's difficult, it's you are in a city that's very populated, but you don't really have real friends and your family is not there. Maybe you have a girlfriend or not, but even if you do, it's harder. And it's, in a lot of ways, we're robbed of this sense of community that would give us all of this. Because when you look at, for example, the people that live the longest, for me, I think right away of these Italian grandpas that live in these more remote type of villages. And if you look at their day, it's, very chill. They wake up, they're outside, taking care of their farm animals, they do their work, then they have lunch with their family, their friends, and then they just have a lot of fun and a lot of interaction and a lot of living, essentially. Because when we get to the bottom of it, the art of resting, as I see it, is fundamentally the art of living. And it really leads one, especially if you go ahead and have one of these days, it is impossible. If you wake up to go to a job you're not that happy with, or that you really feel that you miss these moments, it really forces us to question how we're living life and if it really is worth it. Because so many people are going to a job that doesn't pay that well, that most of their money is spent on rent and groceries and all these things. So they're going to work to essentially survive in a city they don't even enjoy that much. And you're just there and you don't realize, or you realize, but it's difficult, that if you were to quit this job and move away from this city that's very expensive, you could have like a shitty job, not as cool job, by a town in the beach and sleep in a very tiny room, but your life would be infinitely better. Because all of these modern stresses of your job, of deadlines, of, oh, are the Excel sheets ready or not, that a lot of times feel meaningless, would be removed. And then the work you would be doing, even if it seems that you're wasting your life or your potential, would have a much more real value to it. If you're someone that makes coffees in a coffee shop, the value you bring to the world is very real. It's, well, I have a coffee right now. It's fantastic. I love my coffee. I love drinking coffee. If you make this coffee, phenomenal. Someone is benefiting from that. If you spend your day looking at a screen, filling Excel sheets and all these very, things that do not feel real, well, are you really bringing value? Maybe, but it doesn't feel like that. And when it doesn't feel like that, as I talked in a previous video, your life feels meaningless. And when your life feels meaningless, it doesn't matter how much money you have in your bank, how cool your car is, how, great the city it is you live in, and the fancy clothes. That doesn't matter. Because once purpose is lost, then no amount of shiny objects can replace it. But we try to do that. And we forget that, especially as I see it, it is so simple what we actually need. But it is difficult only nowadays in the situations we've put ourselves on. As human beings, we're not meant, as I see it, to isolate ourselves and to just do it all alone and to always, never really have real friends and family. We are meant for that. But to have those and to have good, proper moments with your friends, with your family, it requires to give away this optimization. You can't optimize your time with your friends or your family. You can't be like, oh, let's in 2 hours just do the most we can. It doesn't work like that. Some of the best moments are when you're not doing anything. You're just chilling about and talking and, chilling. And so, in a lot of ways, we have to step away from this modern type of thing where everything has to be optimized and every little second of your day needs to be the most perfectly thing. It's not going to be. And you spend too much time scrolling anyway. So, right then and there, you're wasting a lot of time. Realize that, going kind of concluding all of this, if your mind feels tired, you are not in need of sitting down and resting that way. You are in need of tiring your body. And to tire your body and to do it in a way that your mind can, kind of really actually go to sleep, you have to be with other people and you have to be having fun and interacting and doing these things. And that is only gonna happen. Honestly, yeah, that's only gonna happen if you give up this idea that everything needs to be optimized and you allow yourself to go have fun. Because again, if you think about it, why do we do all that we do? This, getting more money and progress and, my results are better. All of those things, if you really think about it, are thinking toward a point in the future where you can enjoy your life. And what would enjoying your life mean? Wouldn't it be to spend time with the people you love, doing things you enjoy? Wouldn't that be it? Well, who's depriving you of doing that right now except yourself? You can do that. And that is such a lie I believe we've been sold, is that we need to earn our way to these things. We need to, only when I'm successful can I do these things. No. You can right now. You can hit up your homies and be like, let's grab a few beers and go play football. You can call your family, let's organize a lunch together. You can do those things right now. And if you do them, that I hope you do, you're going to realize just how much you are needing them and just how better your mind will be the next day.